that game yesterday is why it is that people do not trust the Buffalo Bills to do anything meaningful. But the thing that's weird about the game, the thing that's weirdest about the game isn't even that the Dolphins won, though that's weird enough. The weirdest thing about the game, the Bills never lose like that. They never lose like that. They're always in the game because of who their quarterback is and because they can go get offense. Did the rain slow them down that much? It can't just be that James Cook was banged up. Every running back in the league and every backup running back in the league has gone for 100-plus yards against the Dolphins' run defense.
I don't know how they stopped him. You were asking for reasons. He almost didn't play. That's all I'm telling you.
I am confused by everything that happened with the Dolphins game yesterday. And I have yet to hear a good explanation. I've heard some explanations, but a better explanation than football.
I gave you James Cook. It wasn't good enough for you. I'll keep hitting the books, seeing what I can find.
I don't know. There doesn't have to be an explanation. Does there?
See what they did in the A-gap.
There does need to be an explanation. We hyper-examine all of these games. There does need to be an explanation for the things that you saw.
I mean,
there you go. Let's add hot to the list.
I mean,
let's come up with a list.
Mike McDaniel has played the Bills. We went over this on the Thursday nighter. Like he plays them tight. He doesn't get the results often, but he does know how to keep a game against the Buffalo Bills tight. And small sample here, when they play the Bills at home on a 1 p.m. start, that's when you get your best punch.
That was the last time they beat him.
You say that he knows how to keep these games close, and I will tell you they have not beaten the Bills in 1,100 days. So while they might know how to keep it close, they lose. They lose consistently. As sure a result as you will get in that sport is that the Dolphins are going to lose to the Bills when they play the Bills. The Bills have overtaken the AFC East, at least in part, because the Dolphins can never beat them.
But in those 1,100 days, how many of those were 1 o'clock Sunday starts?
Yeah. Are you guys ready for a Spain 9:30 start?
No.
True crappy game next weekend with Washington?
I'm in on it.
I'll tell you, once it happened to me again yesterday. It never fails. And next week's going to be a true test because of the Dolphins. I wake up on Sunday, and it's, oh, yeah, there's a game going on. It was the second quarter before I realized.
You sleep in on Sunday until past 9:30?
Yeah, player. And I had a really late Saturday night, man.
Go on.
Government got me.
What
Government
happened?
shut down, Dan.
What happened?
I got home. I walked into my house at 3 a.m. on Sunday. Government shut down.
What happened? Flight problems?
Yeah, I was stuck in the Atlanta airport for a long time on Saturday. It turns out you need air traffic controllers to fly. And if you don't have any of them working, they ground the flights. And so I was just chilling in the Atlanta airport for a very, very, there was this pocket apparently from 7 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. where we don't have air traffic controllers. So no flights are taking off. And it's just I just had to chill in the airport for a long time.
What's your strategy when you got a lot of time to kill in an airport? Are you a floor layer? Find a spot in the corner?
A floor layer?
So you ever see these people? People lay on the floor at airports.
I look down on those people.
Really?
A floor layer in the airport?
I've got 4 hours to kill here. When am I going to sit in these awkward chairs
How
for
about
4
you're
hours?
not going to be disgusting?
Atlanta's actually a really good airport
for
spending
floor
the
laying?
night. Yeah, because I had to spend the night in the Atlanta airport once. And
Why would you do that?
I didn't do it electively, dude.
Dad, what are you talking? You're just I'm gonna go hang out at the airport and lay down.
Hey, ladies basketball team, you know what's a great idea? Let's not go home. Let's spend the night here.
No, go to the hotel. Go to a hotel.
No, it's not that
No?
simple. It's not that simple.
Did you go to a hotel?
Well, no, because my flight was still scheduled to leave
exactly.
that night.
So what do you do if you have 4 hours to kill? I don't have time to go to a hotel.
All right, everybody calm down.
You're judging me.
I would have loved
What'd
to.
you do? Just sat there?
Look, if they told me at 6 p.m. that I wasn't going to be delayed into oblivion, that I was actually going to have to spend the night in Atlanta, then I probably get the hotel. But you reach a tipping point sometime around midnight when you realize, oh, boy, I'm probably going to board a flight here at 6, which means I got to get to the airport with my daughter around 4. You know what? I'm just going to sleep on this floor. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do.
Ugh. That's how I say to that.
He's fine,
Ugh.
He did it, and he survived.
I sat in the chair, and I watched the Heat game. That's what I did.
Put it on the poll at Le Batard Show. Do you judge the person who lays down on the airport floor? How long were you in the Atlanta airport?
For 6 hours.
Let me tell you something. That Vegas airport floor,
That I won't do.
comfy.
Get out of here.
Comfy.
I was going to say that might be where the line is.
It's filthy.
Dude, are you kidding? That one and the Tahoe one. The Reno airport
Oh,
floor.
no, that one I'll lay on.
Reno airport floor.
I'll lay the
that's
shit
a
out of that
top
one.
3 floor to
I
sleep
would never
on.
lie in the airport.
I'll lay face first
I judge all of them. You're filthy.
on my stomach.
You guys are a special kind of disgusting, and I'll lay down on the floor. I got no problems
You
laying
do it
down
all
on
the
the floor.
time.
Yeah, but an airport floor.
So gross.
Come on.
An airport floor.
Go sleep standing up.
Why do I have to sleep?
Is there an airport? Is there an airport hotel in the Atlanta airport?
Yeah.
There's a place that you can spend some money and rest, and everybody got delayed that day, so it was all fully booked, and there just weren't any good options.
Didn't
So
realize you travel in such a large group. Okay.
I did actually. It was with the Miami Hurricanes women's basketball.
Well, this
team.
was just me. Okay.
One of the things that I saw reported yesterday, I had not seen it before yesterday, it may have been reported before yesterday, is that the Bills, because of their wide receiver problems, and man, I thought Shakir and Coleman would be better for Josh Allen. I thought Shakir and Coleman would be too, I mean, he must have targeted Coleman 8 or 9 times yesterday and only got 3 catches out of it.
That's what he does. Dating back to FSU. Told you about this guy.
Yeah, I liked him out of FSU. I thought they got a steal getting him as late as they did in the first round, and he hasn't been that good for
He had 8
them.
targets yesterday.
Yeah, and the thing that I had heard reported that I had not heard before yesterday is that the Bills were offering a first and a third for Waddle. That is not something that I had heard before yesterday. And a first and a third from the Bills isn't going to be very good because it's going to be a late first-round pick, and so they decided not to trade Waddle at the trade deadline, and Matthew Berry told you Waddle was going to have a big game against the Bills defense. The Bills defense has some real problems that are going to be bigger problems in the playoffs. Their run defense is a problem. Ed Oliver not being healthy is a problem, and their defense in general is...
The window's closed, Dan.
What?
Yeah.
They've got the MVP of the league at the quarterback position. I would not...
Okay.
You're going to close the window on them?
Yeah. Like, no one's going to go into the playoffs favoring the Bills to win the AFC.
They just beat the Chiefs at home a week ago.
They beat the Chiefs at home always. They literally always do that.
In the
They
regular
do.
season.
They're 5-1 against Mahomes in the regular season.
Okay, but they just did that. They did that to a Chiefs team that everybody was saying was fully and all the way back. Look, do you know how confusing it is to me to see the Chiefs have more trouble against the Bills than the Dolphins did on offense? Explain that to me. Like, you could go heat, you could go rain, you could go James Cook is banged up, but the offense of the Dolphins had more success against the Bills defense than the Chiefs did.
Dan, Jeremy has busted open the books, and we have another reason as to why Miami pulled off this upset.
That's right. Per Next Gen Stats, Dan, Allen's average time to throw was 3.53 seconds. That was the longest of his career. The longest of his career
weren't
in
getting
this
open.
game.
They weren't
Receivers
getting
can't get open.
Shut down corners.
Maybe he should request a trade because they won't get him any weapons.
Well, the window's closed.
Window's
have any help.
closed. What are you going to do?
If the window's closed, your next step is you got to request a trade.
I'll give up 2 in a first.
I saw that stat of 3.5 seconds, and I still thought that the Dolphin defense is banged up enough and bad enough that I would think that if I'm giving Josh Allen 3.5 seconds of time, I'm going to be in trouble because I don't trust that defense at all. I will say it again. The Chiefs' offense that everyone says, and I agree, is fully back, struggled more against that defense than the Dolphins did. Now, part of that was ball control. Part of that was the fact that the Bills just kept giving the ball to James Cook to run up the middle, and so they just held the ball a lot, and Kansas City didn't have it as much as the Dolphins did.
How about this Dolphin team fighting for their head coach, huh? Toxic vibes. No one saw this one coming.
Let's show for people here something that people are saying may have been AI generated, but I don't believe that people are so bored or that AI is so
really?
bored
People are bored, Dan. I don't know what you're
that they
talking
would
about.
create this fictitiously. But it is being said that this is real, that Mike McDaniel, on his way home past the elbow room, which is famously Bills Central, whenever it is that the Bills come down here and win, as they so often have over the last 1,100 days, it is said that Mike McDaniel in a black matte car just swung by the elbow room and hung out of the car, put it on the poll at Le Batard Show. Do you drive with an arm out of the car, out of the window at Le Batard Show? Because Mike McDaniel is flexing a little bit there as he drives past, and he's looking straight into the elbow room.
I see all 5 fingers. This is not AI for me.
That's always the first thing I look at. I look if the fingers are intact.
It looks like a normal hand. I see a watch.
Does it have to be AI or could it just be Photoshop? Could someone have taken that?
No,
image of him from somewhere
Photoshop.
else?
Nobody Photoshops anymore. No, get with the times. It's always AI. No one Photoshops anymore.
I'm doing the math on what time the game would have. It gets dark down here, like with the time change, like 6 o'clock. Could it have been that light out after he leaves?
You know what? That's actually
The game if the
that's
game ends
good
at
detective work.
game ends at 4:20. He does press com. He's probably what time is he leaving the?
He's definitely
the
not
stadium?
leaving before
5:20.
5:30.
It takes probably a half hour to get from the stadium to elbow room.
I don't even think he's leaving by 5:30.
That's the only part of this that makes me skeptical.
That's good detective work.
Thank you.
Speaking of the confusions of AI, can you guys get me some information on something my wife told me? I've gotten used to my wife gasping now when she is looking at the phone, and there are any number of things that it can always be when she's gasping. Sometimes we're just bombing random, boats in the ocean. It's just, there are all sorts of things every day that make her gasp. But today I was surprised by learning of the existence of a Tilly Norwood, a name I had not heard before. It's an AI actress that has been created, but she also told me that there are 40 more in the shop, that they are creating actors and actresses to replace our actors and actresses so that you still can't recreate the writing. That's going to take a minute to tell the stories as well as they need to be told. But I don't know how it is that the future is going to look with fake actors created by AI.
I could have sworn we had a strike about that.
We did have a strike about that because the writers and others, in fact, Mike Schur was in the middle of that, trying to prevent Disney and others from being able to put actors out of work by artificially creating actors. But Jeremy, can you get me any information that you can on both Tilly Norwood, which is a name for a fake actress that has just been created by computers, and this army of actors that are being prepared, that are in the shop to replace other actors?
I'll find some more information in a second. I know that as of about a month ago when they were talking about Tilly, they said that agencies were lining up to represent her. What
hell
does
does
that
that
mean? That's
mean?
not a real person.
What's up?
What does that mean?
It's a good question. I believe we're all going to be asking it over the next few years. What does that mean? Is something that is going to be a part of our lexicon for a while.
A lot of milk in her coffee.
You're done with the Bills?
Yeah, you can't trust that team. That team's never going to win anything. I think the window's closed in the AFC East. I do.
Can you objectify AI?
I want to.
You can't say that, Zaslow. You can't say that. They've dominated the division. They've dominated the division. They go 17 straight years without winning a playoff game, and they've dominated the division since because they have this quarterback.
Yeah, I don't trust that team at all. And yesterday, I derived actually a lot of pleasure watching that ass kicking right there. I love watching that Bills team lose. I love the idea that you had all of those fans there at Elbow Room yesterday who thought they were going to be there for a big party. They're going to crush the Dolphins. Game was never close. Hell, it sounded like the crowd at the stadium yesterday was mostly Bills fans. I love that those people were sour yesterday. That team is never going to win anything. This Dolphin team sucks, okay? And they killed the Bills yesterday. This team's not going to win anything. Buffalo right now is 6th in the AFC. Like, they're not even near the top. They're not going to go on the road for 3 games.
They are near the top.
Nah,
Zaslow.
5 teams ahead of them.
Zaz.
By definition, though.
Zaz.
5 teams.
5 teams.
They've got 3 losses and the others have 2. What do you mean? There's not a one team. There's not a one-loss team in the AFC, is there?
If you're 6th, are you close to the top?
Yep. If you're one game within the 2 lost teams, you are close to the top.
That was not the question.
Are there 5 2-loss teams, and then the Bills? The Bills yesterday, because of that result, are now 1 game back of the 5 teams.
Where do they? What are the standings today? Today they're 6th. If Buffalo loses next week, they may be out of the playoff picture.
Is that close, Dan? Is that close? Because 6th is not close.
6 is not close to 1st. Do you
Today,
understand how standings
not
work?
at the top.
They are 1 game out, are they not? Or are they a game and a half out? Is there someone who has a game in hand on them?
You're trying to throw semantics here.
Game in hand.
And I'm looking at standings. I know that number 1 is the top, and number 6 is not.
Okay, but name the 5 teams with 2 losses.
The Colts are the 1 seed with 2
and
losses.
you're doing this also without looking at the rest of the schedule as well. But go ahead, name the teams with
Do you want to play a little win-loss, win-loss?
I
love
don't
this
want
game.
to. I don't
Sounds
want.
like you do.
No, what I want to do is question your overreaction and your knee jerking because you haven't even looked at the schedule and you're declaring the Bills' window closed.
I'm looking right now. It's a tough schedule. Next week?
That's as good. That's good. I'm looking right now. Tough schedule.
Next week. I realized that once I let it lay out. I was like, I should keep going. They got the Buccaneers next week. Bucks just lost the Patriots. Okay. Bucks next week.
Tough one.
Fired up. Don't want to lose 2 in a row if you're Tampa. That's a tough game. I'm going to let you think about the rest of the schedule, though.
All
It
right.
must get easier after that game. Zaz, you see that late fumble by Josh Allen?
They definitely don't play the Texans.
You see that
the
late
week
fumble?
after that.
You see that late fumble by Josh Allen?
You know what my favorite moment of the game yesterday
Not gonna
was?
listen to me?
Yeah. Well, I saw the fumble. Yeah. I saw
See
it.
how
yeah.
it happened?
Yeah.
It was a punch. Look at the picture.
Can you harass an AI?
In the Washington game yesterday, by the way, somebody just punched St. Brown. Just punched him.
We're okay with that, huh?
That's a different kind of punch, though.
Everyone's okay with
I
that.
know, but
That punching, we should get out of here.
Why was it a penalty? We're okay with punching.
If he was holding a football.
Yeah. If he had a football in his hand, it's okay. It's the stupidest thing. It's so dumb.
You saying the Bills' window is closed is comparably dumb.
The
I
take.
would say it's too strong a take. You can't do that.
You know what? The window may never have been open because when's the last time they were in the Super Bowl? This window may not have been open. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe it's not closed. Can't be closed if it's never open. Maybe I am wrong.